Okay, there's something I need to talk about. Something that's been on my mind for days now. You've seen the headlines. Trump attacking Canada again. Tariff threats, sharp language, the same aggressive tone we've come to expect. But that's not the real question. The real question is this. Why is Donald Trump so specifically focused on Mark Carney? Not Trudeau, not a policy dispute. Just Mark Carney. And once you understand the answer, you realize this isn't really about anger. It's about fear. 3 weeks ago, Mark Carney gave a speech. It was calm, measured, and focused on trade and economic stability. The kind of speech that usually disappears from the news cycle. Trump's reaction, however, was intense. Not just anger, pressure, urgency, and threat. And here's the important part. Donald Trump doesn't react randomly. No matter how impulsive people think he is, his reactions usually have a psychological trigger behind them. Trump is an instinctive political fighter. He understands media attention, controls narratives, and knows how to emotionally energize his base. That has always been one of his greatest strengths. But Mark Carney accidentally triggered something Trump can't control. First, you have to understand who Mark Carney actually is. He's not an accidental leader. Former head of the Bank of Canada, then the Bank of England. Trained at Goldman Sachs, educated at Oxford. A resume Trump himself would normally admire and even boast about. The difference is this. Carney doesn't perform. Where Trump projects power through volume, confidence, and dominance, Carney projects power through silence, stability, and competence. And that contrast is deeply uncomfortable for Trump. Trump's model has worked. In real estate, television, and politics, attention has always been his weapon. He has used chaos as leverage. And to be fair, he's achieved a lot through it. Even his critics can't deny that. But Mark Carney is playing a completely different game. In fact, he isn't playing Trump's game at all. When Trump threatens Canada, Carney doesn't respond on Twitter. He doesn't hold angry press conferences. He calmly says, "We remain committed to partnership," and then quietly